To inspect and maintain the brake system on your Indian Chieftain, follow these steps. Position the motorcycle on level ground in a fully upright position. An assistant can be used to keep the bike in the upright position. Starting at the front reservoir, position the handlebars straight ahead to ensure an accurate reading. Check the fluid level through the sight glass with a flashlight. The fluid level should be above the minimum indicator mark on the sight glass. Before adding fluid, wipe the area with a clean cloth. Then remove the 2 cover fasteners and remove the cover. Then remove the diaphragm. Do not allow brake fluid to contact painted surfaces, or paint damage may occur. Add fluid as needed. Do not overfill. Reinstall the diaphragm, cover, and fasteners. Torque the fasteners to specification. Clean any residual fluid off the vehicle to prevent paint damage. Next, lubricate the pivot pin and brake lever hinge point. Start by removing the bottom nut. Then, unscrew and push up to remove the pivot pin. Pull the brake lever out. Clean off any old grease or dirt from the pivot pin and lever hinge. Lubricate the pivot pin and brake lever hinge point with all-purpose grease. Reinstall the brake lever and align the pinhole. Reinstall the pivot pin fully. Then, reinstall the nut and torque to specification. Clean any residual grease off the bike. Ensure proper operation of the brake lever. Inspect the banjo bolts on the inside of the master cylinder for leaks. Follow the brake lines from the front junction block to the front brake calipers, looking for any leaks, kinks, or damage. Inspect the banjo bolts for leaks at the front calipers. Then position an inspection mirror at the backside of each caliper to view the friction material. Replace when the thinnest point of the friction material has worn to the service limit indicator groove. Then inspect both front brake rotors for wear or damage. Clean as needed per your owner's manual guidelines. Measure the thickness of each brake rotor at 4 or more locations. Replace any rotor that is damaged or worn to the minimum thickness at any point. Inspect the front ABS tone ring for damaged teeth and the wheel speed sensor for excessive debris. Next, move to the rear fluid reservoir near the rear brake pedal on the right side of the bike. Ensuring the bike is still level, check the fluid level with a flashlight. The fluid level should be above the minimum indicator mark on the reservoir body. Before adding fluid, wipe the area with a clean cloth. Then remove the 2 cover fasteners and remove the cover. Then remove the diaphragm. Do not allow brake fluid to contact painted surfaces, or paint damage may occur. Add fluid as needed. Do not overfill. Reinstall the diaphragm, cover, and fasteners. Torque the fasteners to specification. Clean any residual fluid off the vehicle to prevent paint damage. Remove the left upper side cover by pulling the corners evenly out to disengage each tab from the rubber grommets. To remove each saddlebag, first disconnect the saddlebag lock connector near the seat. Next, press the lid latch release button and lift the lid. Then remove the 2 saddlebag fasteners. Finally, tilt the saddlebag out and lift up to remove. Next, inspect for leaks on the banjo bolts at the rear of the master cylinder. Follow the rear brake line from the rear brake reservoir to the ABS module. Continue by following the rear brake lines to the rear caliper banjo bolt, looking for any leaks, kinks, or damage. Also, ensure the brake line retainers are properly secured. Then inspect the rear brake pads and rotors and replace any that are worn to their minimum thickness. Also inspect the rear ABS tone ring and wheel sensor. If inspection reveals a need for service or replacement, see your authorized Indian motorcycle dealer. To reinstall the saddlebags, place each bag in a fully seated position on the muffler. Reinstall the saddlebag fasteners and torque to specification. Then, reconnect the electrical wiring if necessary, and ensure the saddlebags are mounted properly. Align the 3 side panel grommets and reinstall the side panel. For more information, see your authorized Indian motorcycle dealer or visit indianmotorcycle.com.